but it really was like such a accident in a way, or it was such a, it wasn't purposeful in the fact that like we weren't thinking this is going to go on the album. It was really just the end of the day in the studio. The computer was off. We were done. It was like 11:30 p.m. We'd been working all day. Brains mush. That's when you usually don't want to work anymore because you're not going to get anything good, you know? And then me and a couple guys in the studio were just talking about songs that we grew up on and different songs being thrown out. And then someone said, oh, what about Awesome God? And then another guy said, my church just did that a couple Sundays ago. It was like this spontaneous moment. Everybody, they did it over and over again. It was growing and everybody's singing it. And I was thinking, man, I should bring that song back, like just the chorus. When I do in my next tour, it'd be cool to throw that song in there. Then another guy's like, well, what if you just wrote new verses? I'm like, I'm not going to write new verses to Awesome God, you know? And he's like, what about like, well, if you make it, and then we're like, literally he was like, you can make it like this. He's like, he like made a beat as if like he was joking. Like, let's make it like this fun little moment. And then I started singing a melody over it. And then I wrote lyrics really fast. Like I usually work with like a long time on lyrics. But they just kind of, okay, this is what I could say. And then I sang it down and then we laughed about it and went to bed. And I listened to it the next morning with the guys and we're all just like looking at each other like, is this kind of awesome? So pun intended. And we're like, I kind of wanted to do this song. And literally from that first track, almost like I would say it was about 80% of the way done. 80% of what you hear right now was from that first hour of from 11:30 to 12:30. Even the vocal, even what I sang. But then we realized, are we allowed to do this? Because we probably need to ask permission from someone. And so we reached out to like the Rich Mullins Foundation or some Family Trust or something like that, and asked, and they said, send us the song. So we sent it the song, and they loved it. But then even then, I'm like, let's make sure. I'm gonna post a little clip on Instagram and see if hate versus love, you know, and it just seemed like people were excited to hear the song again, and they felt the same way we did in the studio. So I think even then, I had no idea it was going to be even a single or a song that would take off, and now it's like on pace to be my most streaming song ever, which is like, when did that happen? That's crazy. So thank you, Lord. That's cool, and it's been a joy to sing it again.